about this because I genuinely don't know what to do in this situation. It's not like an end of the world. Thank you, Rocky. An end of the world situation. Phoebe, not now. Girl, I love you, but I really don't want you breathing like right here in my face this whole life. Yes, good girl. You get all the attention off the camera too. All the attention off the camera. Hello, Ziggy. There's Ziggy. We've got Maisie. We've got Rooster and Phoebe and Tallulah and Tilly is over there. Baby, calm down. I know you're scared of the thunder. I know. All right, y'all. I'm gonna wait for a few more people. Stop for a few. Orange, not now. Hi, Tulip. Oh my gosh, y'all, there's just so much going on. I'm gonna wait for a few more people to get in before I talk about this situation. It's nothing bad. I just, honestly, I kind of need advice, and it's kind of like a, what do you do kind of thing. Tallulah, leave Maisie alone. Tallulah! Maisie, just go down the steps slowly. We fell down the steps earlier because we chose not to go down slowly. Go down slowly. One step at a time. You just stepped in bird poop. That's okay. All right, y'all. I want to make sure before I start, can you hear me? Oh, look, King Robbie's right there. Can you hear me? Can you see me before we start? Because if we can't, there's no point in me starting the story yet. So can you hear me? Can you see me? You can hear me and see me. Okay, Ziggy, be nice. Okay, so stop. Okay, sorry, Phoebe is freaking out because of the weather, and she keeps pawing me and it hurts. Okay, so if y'all saw Ellie's video today, at the end of it, there was one clip that was actually filmed today. As I had this kitten and it had like a bunch of fleas. Like, I'm gonna sneeze, y'all. Phoebe, please stop. Your biscuit feet hurt. Please stop. I'm gonna sneeze. Hold on. Okay. Whew. All right. So, y'all know I am on the adventure. Phoebe, please stop. I'm on the adventure of trying to get all of our female cats spayed. And a lot of times that's easier said than done. The inside ones, the inside-outside ones, those have been pretty easy to catch. But the outside ones have been like close to impossible to catch. And I'm not gonna lie to you, a few of them have had babies. It's not great, it's not ideal. But we always do take care of them and try to get them fixed and try to do our best socializing. We always get vet care, so like we try to be as responsible as possible if they do have babies. But it is pretty hard sometimes to get them fixed. It's hard to catch them because y'all know, Phoebe, walk away from the fence and he'll leave you alone. So I could, use the humane traps, but what happens, because we've done this before, is you catch all of the friendly cats or the males that you don't need at the moment, because to me, the spays are more important than the neuters. Like, the thing is, like, I can neuter all of my males, but all around Morrow Hill, just like dogs, cats come in. And so it's more important to me to get spays done. If I can get neuters done, I do, but I focus more on trapping for the spays. And so Phoebe, please stop. Phoebe, please stop. So I have, I think, 3 or 4 that I'm trying to catch, and it is impossible. It is really, Phoebe, okay, I can't focus. You are making me overstimulated, baby. And so it's really hard. And those who have trapped cats before know that it can be really difficult. So I beat myself up a little bit about it that I haven't caught them sooner, but I try. I really do. I try. And then a lot of them will go away. Like, they'll go over to Joanne's house, or they'll go off into the woods, and then they come back and they're already pregnant. And it's like, okay, well, you're like about to pop. I can't can't do anything with you. I can't. And then you have to wait 8 weeks, and by that time, sometimes the babies will start eating food at like 6 weeks, and the mamas leave. And so I can never catch them. It's just impossible. And so when I tell this story, I know there are going to be some people that thinks it's maybe a little controversial, maybe not, I don't know. But we have one who I suspected she was pregnant, and I was trying to catch her, but she's one of Hissy Fit's babies from last year during the flood. Actually, that was a whole thing. They were born during the flood, so about a year ago. And oh, okay, I'm gonna pause this right here. Carla K, yours gets spayed in the morning. She's in heat right now, so I'm worried sick. Let me tell you, I have taken in so many cats that I didn't know were in heat, and they come out and afterwards they're like, did you know she was in heat? No. They're like, okay, everything's fine, just make sure she stays away from a male for 30 days. And I was so stupid. The first time I heard that, I said, wait, so did you spay her? Like, and they're like, yeah, we spayed her. She can't get pregnant, but they're still gonna try to mount her. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm sorry. That was like a dumb blonde moment. That has happened. But spays are very routine. I freak out too, don't worry, I do. I think I freak out more when I have to bring the cat and just know that they're gonna be at the vet like alone and not with me. That's what scares me more than the actual spay itself. One thing I've learned is that this is nothing against our vets or anything, but Texas Litter Control, they do spays and neuters all day, literally all day. And they have the best results. Like, I've had longer incisions, more complications, not scary complications, more licking, more irritation, maybe more swelling with going to the regular vets. And turns out going to the spay and neuter clinics has been, one, cheaper, and like the best thing ever for healing. Like Carrot, she went in on Thursday. Today's what, Monday? She hasn't licked her incision at all. I actually haven't had to have her surgery suit on her. She's doing really good. And the incision looks great. Like, it's already kind of like going past that scab. So it's scab phase, and it's gonna heal pretty quickly. Like, I think we might start to see like healing 1 week post-op, which is really, really great. And yeah, it's just it's really good. And so it is routine, and the vets will tell you it's routine. Of course, you know, anytime putting an animal under and doing any kind of operation, there's a risk, but I feel like this is such a routine thing that they're really good at what they do. And so you have I'm not gonna say you have no reason to worry, because I know exactly what it was. I woke up the morning Carrot had to to get her spayed, and I cried. I was just bawling the whole time. So I definitely know what it's like, but I pray that it will be okay, and it's gonna be great. But anyways, back to my story. Sorry, that was really important to me to talk about, because I completely understand what it is like to freak out over a spay when most people are like, this is really just routine, it's gonna be okay, but it's still your baby. So I get it. But back to my story. So there's feral cat, who now presumed is a mama. I had a suspicion that she was pregnant, but like I wasn't 100% sure. I hadn't been able to catch her up until this point. Also, I wasn't really 100% sure she was a girl either. That's how much I've not been able to catch her, that I don't know if she's a girl or a boy. She's a girl. And I've noticed that one day, like about a week ago, she disappeared for like 2 days. And I was like, okay, I was like rarely seeing her. Brewster, please don't break that up. It's just Ziggy. It's okay. I noticed that she would come out for dinner, and she was coming out from under the house, and I was like, okay, well, if she had kittens, that's where. But it's also been really rainy, so like I wasn't 100% sure. Haven't seen any kittens until one day. Then I saw her like milk bag, and I was like, yeah, okay, yeah, you definitely had kittens. Great. Feel like a fail on my part, but it's okay. It's okay. We will get through it. We will get through it. And I always try to rehome to good people. It's okay. We will do it. Hi, Tallulah. Really overstimulating, baby. So fast forward to today, weather's been just really horrible. We knew it was gonna rain today. Ellie and I had been outside that morning already and checked on everybody. We had some water well guys come over for maintenance before summer. All those things, and Ellie and I were just sitting in bed, just relaxing while we thought it was about to start raining. Like, we were taking a hot minute just for ourselves, and we're sitting down in our bedroom, and right outside our bedroom door we hear like a kitten, and I'm like, oh my gosh, that's Carrot, because Carrot still has kitten noises. She's probably fighting with somebody when she shouldn't be. She's probably hung up somewhere. Maybe she got stuck in a drawer. You know, I have my Tulip, this cat right here. She can open my my dresser drawers, and she jumps in them, and sometimes she gets closed in them, and I don't realize it until she cries. So surely I'm thinking Carrot is like, something's wrong with Carrot, who just got spayed. Like, I need to go find her. And Ellie gets up and he's like, no, Megan, I think this is outside. And he goes outside. He goes, oh, you have to see this. And I get up and we go outside, and sure enough, there's little, we call her little Lavina. She's laying on the porch like she would if she was letting a baby nurse, and her little baby is right there on the porch just screaming and trying to nurse, but can't seem to figure it out. But this baby's eyes are open, its ears are open. It's at least a week old from what I know, and based on the timeline, it's at least a week old. It's got a fat belly, so it eats, you know. I'm not afraid that it eats. Lavina's pretty small, so I didn't think the baby like looked extra tiny or anything. So immediately I'm thinking, okay, well, I need to see what's wrong with this baby. Why is it crying? Because before I picked it up, I hadn't seen if it was eating yet. I couldn't see the belly very well. It's a very fluffy tabby cat. And so I picked it up and I was like, okay, it's got a belly. But upon picking it up, this is the worst case of fleas I have ever seen. You know, I live on a farm. I'm used to fleas. I've rescued cats, rescued Loveland, rescued Finn off the side of the road, rescued quite a few cats that have come with fleas, and I've had to give flea baths. I think I can think on like 10 different occasions that I've given a flea bath, just overrun. And so I'm like, okay, well, if it was under the house, it makes sense. It's like springtime. This is when the fleas are getting worse. You can do your best to treat everybody, but again, if you can't catch the mama to get a spay, how are you gonna catch her to flea treat her? And how, ow, Tilly, that's rude. Tilly! So how am I gonna catch her? So, and how am I gonna get her under the house? How am I gonna flea treat under the house? How am I gonna spray? All these things that I'm just sitting here going, oh my gosh, I should have done this, I should have done that. But then the realistic part of me is like, Megan, how in the heck would you have flea treated under the house? How would you have done that? How would you have flea treated this mama effectively? How would you have done that? So I'm looking at this baby, and it's in my hands, there are fleas jumping all over my arms. Like, it's that bad. As I'm scratching fleas away and trying to pull some, just as I'm sitting there, because I can't help it. There's so many. You just see blood because there's so many. And so I told Ellie, I was like, I don't know, but I cannot just leave this baby out here and not do anything about this fleas. Like, this, if something doesn't happen, something's gonna happen to this baby because of the sheer amount of fleas. Like, I don't know how you could survive with that many fleas. And so I was like, okay, I'm gonna take him inside, and at the very least give him a flea bath and use the hi. Okay. And then I was like, I noticed Lavina was not liking that I was taking the baby, and she was curious, and so I tried to grab her and she wouldn't do it, and we ended up putting the baby just right in the doorway of our house and opened the door, and Lavina ran inside. I was like, oh my gosh, okay, this is the chance I get. I can have her and the baby in the bathroom, kind of like Jamie's got going on with Barnadette. I can tame them down. Okay, Lavina. Tallulah! Oh my gosh. So I'm thinking, yeah, we'll do like this Barnadette situation. It'll work. I'll tame Lavina down. I'll be able to get, at 8 weeks, I'll be able to get Lavina fixed, and then the baby will grow up around people. So, you know, it'll be easy to get that one fixed too. I can rehome it because it'll be pretty much like a bottle baby. It's all gonna be great. I get Lavina. I literally have to throw 2 blankets on top of her to get her to stop jumping. She was jumping up the sliding glass door trying to get away. And so I finally get Lavina to the bathroom. Ellie has the kitten, and she's going crazy in there. And so I'm like, okay, I am gonna take the kitten and do the flea bath, because this has to happen regardless. I don't know what I'm gonna do about her. In my time being more worried about the kitten, I didn't think in my head to go, could Lavina have more babies underneath the porch or the house? Part of me feels like she doesn't, but part of me also doesn't know. And if I keep her inside, any of those babies underneath the house will die, because, and I hate to put it like that, but let's be frank here, they will die without their mama at 1 week old. They will not make it. And so right now I have her inside. Oh, Tilly! She just hit my arm, my leg. Tilly, stop. You can't hit the cat. The cat is between my legs. You cannot hit the cat. So I get the baby all cleaned off, and I've got him like 3/4 of the way warm, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna take him back in there to Lavina with the heating pad, and she actually goes crazy when I go in there, steps on him, wants nothing to do with him. Now, she's scared, so I'm not surprised. I was like, okay, I'm gonna give Lavina some time to calm down. I'm gonna take the baby and I'll go sit in bed with the heating pad and get him fully warm and just finish getting off any other fleas that might be dead just sitting in the skin, you know. What do? You know? And so I ended up sitting with the baby for like 2 hours, and he's napping, he's cuddling up on my neck, he's playing with my finger, very alert, not scared of me at all, which is very strange for a kitten that has had no contact with humans. Sometimes it happens, but you know, not always. So now I'm at a loss, because I cannot in good conscience put this little kitten back outside, because I know that if I let Lavina outside, she is going to take him back under the house, because that's where she feels safest. She is not like Olga or Hissy, who take them into the barn. She's lived under the house. That's where she stays. She will 100% take the baby back under the house, because she knows I cannot get in there. I can't. And you know, I'm not saying I won't, but I'm scared of underneath the house. And I don't even know where the babies are in there, if there are more. So it's like, what do I do? Do I let her out and bring the baby out here? We're also about to have a lot of bad weather for the next couple days. If she has more babies, you know, I need to see if she's going in and out of there again. You know, that'll tell me. I don't know if we're even gonna be able to see under the house where she would have them hidden. It's starting to rain, but it's okay. We're still going strong. It's just sprinkling. And then I'm sitting here thinking, I just took that baby back in there to her, and I know every time I go in there, it scares her. He's completely warm. Phoebe, be nice to Daffodil. Do I just make the baby a bottle baby? Because he was already trying to suckle Maisie. Maisie, you're gonna fall down. Tilly, you're scaring Maisie. You're scaring Maisie. Maisie, it's okay, baby. Maisie, please don't fall. Please don't fall. Please be careful. Please be careful. Are you not gonna go down? You're more likely to fall side to side if you just, yep. You got that. So I don't know. So I want to know y'all's suggestion. What would you do in this scenario? Because I feel like I have to let Mama go now. but I cannot. I've sat with this baby for a couple hours now, and I cannot let him go back outside and get all of those fleas again. Ellie and I are gonna try to check. We just need to go by. Okay, Janice, to say who to so he has little gummy like canines. He has little bits of teeth. So he might be like 2 to 3 weeks old. I'm not sure, but he doesn't have the canines yet. They're very gummy. I feel like I have to bottle feed the kitten. And I am the kind of person that I don't care if I'm trying to catch the cat. I do not want to take babies away from their moms. I don't. I do not enjoy that. Well, it's not that I don't enjoy it. I love bottle babies, but I do not take babies. I didn't take any of Wilma's babies to bottle feed, even though I probably could have taken Piggly and done that. Not that Piggly made it easy when she was with me, but you know, I don't normally take chicks from their mothers unless there is a need. Or unless I'm not gonna lie, I did take some ducklings from a mom for a pet project, but that's this whole separate thing. I think y'all are all kind of saying, keep the kitten inside. Ellie even told me that, like, you know, I think you should. I feel awful because it's a very unique situation, you know, and I don't want to pull the kitten from mom. And if it is her only baby, her milk will dry up quick, I assume. But I do have to do what's best for the kitten, or it's not gonna make it. I do not think it's pretty weak. So I mean it's I don't know. I don't know. I'm not quite sure how weak he is, because I don't know exactly how old he is. I could secure the kitten outside, but we're about to have a lot of rain, like 3 days worth of rain, and this whole porch gets wet. Like, the emus that are living in the garden right now, that's a whole nother thing. They're gonna have to go in a stall while it's raining because, well, they won't, like, you know, go in their shelter. The chickens, you know, it's gonna have to be a whole thing with everybody in the rain, and so I just don't feel comfortable putting him outside and securing him, because actually let me tell you exactly why I'm scared to do that, because I did not think of why I was so hesitant about this. I realized because I've been taking care of my mental health and I haven't been here, I haven't told you why I am afraid to secure them outside. So if y'all caught a couple lives ago or one of my videos, I said that I was trying to catch Hissy Fit, because y'all know I'm on this. And I caught her babies, and then I was trying to attract her. And then on Ellie's live, ow, you just pulled hair out of my head! Ow! Ha! Tilly! I bought this cute little playpen thing for Hissy so she could be outside. I put like a little makeshift dirt litter box. I gave her food, I gave her water. I caught her on Ellie's live, and just in the background I was like, yeah, I caught her. And a few people who like watch every channel were like, yeah, I caught Hissy. She's been trying to do that for a week now. Hissy tore me up, you know, all these things. And it was like, yes, I caught her. And then I put them in the garage, because bringing Hissy Fit inside would have been the better idea, but she would have been livid. And honestly, getting her from the back coop where she had them kittens to the garage was a holy grail moment that we even got there without her eating me alive. So she's in this playpen, and it has zippers and everything. From what I understood, she couldn't get out. For 3 days, she stayed in there with the food and the water that I gave her and the kittens, and everything was going great. And then I come out the next morning. She's opened it. She has opened it, and she is actively moving the kittens out of it. And I was like, okay. So that's how we do. So now Hissy and her babies are rogue again. Can't catch them. Working on that as well. I have seen them. I know where they're at. Hissy's not going anywhere for at least another 2 or 3 weeks, so I'm confident I can catch her within that time. But yeah, that's why I'm not comfortable securing them outside, because apparently they can open the little playpens that I have. And I do not want her to move this kitten under the house again, because selfishly, I worked really hard to get those fleas off. Like, I kid you not, it was, hold on, I have to intervene here because we've clearly got some friends that don't understand how to be nice today. Ziggy, leave BB alone. Leave BB alone. You're being mean today. You're being really ornery today, and you really need to calm down. You need to calm down. You need to go the other way. This poor bird. Could you have spayed before releasing her? I didn't release her. She released herself. And you can't spay a mama cat, I read, that is actively milking babies, nursing babies, until the babies wean at like 8 weeks. And at this point, her babies are like 2-3 weeks old. So couldn't do that yet. She released herself. And so same thing with Lavina. Right now I have her caught. I could hold her in the house for a few weeks, but what happens if there's slight chance? There's a really good chance that there could be more babies. There's a very, very, very slow, sorry. I was gonna yell at Ziggy to slow down. There's a very slight chance that there's only one kitten. And so I feel like I have to let her go and see what she does. Ellie and I have to go pick up an HEB order in a few minutes. I don't know, like an hour or two, a few minutes. If we had to pick it up in a few minutes, we would definitely be late. So we're gonna go get a really, really bright flashlight. This is where she comes in and out at. You can see. So the kittens very well could be right here, but it's hard to see. Tallulah, please don't hit me. And then there's a crawl space on the other side of the house, but there's also fiberglass under the house, and so that wouldn't really be safe for us to crawl under. So I'm thinking if I just release Mom, if there are any babies, she'll continue taking care of them, and hopefully she'll bring them out if something's wrong. I don't know why she brought this baby out. I don't know how you even got out of the pasture. I don't know how you did that. Magic trick. So I think I'm going to end up with another bottle baby. I've done kittens before. If you know our cat Loveland, she's my success story. I brought her back from the dead pretty much. She was in a lot worse shape than this baby was. Severely malnourished. Would literally nod off like she was going to die. And so I brought her back, and now Loveland is a chunky cat. But I guess I'm still with everything. I am trying to talk. Stop. Mama cat knows her baby is sick. I thought that was a possibility as well. The only thing that I didn't think why it was as much as plausible as, I don't know what I'm trying to say. The only reason I didn't think that was likely was because she is feral, but she's semi-feral. They won't let you touch her, but they hang out around us. She follows us around the yard. She trusts us. She trusts that we'll feed her. She trusts that we give her water. So it is plausible. It's actually very plausible. But I don't know. I just, with being more anxious lately, I really worry about what people think because, Olga, where are your kittens? No, you're Hissy. Hissy! She's over here. I'm gonna catch her one day. Yes, Tallulah, we're gonna catch her. Do you have bottle jaw? No, that's just your beard. Sorry. And stop. That hurts. That hurts. That. Why are you doing that? Why? 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 It's rude. It's rude. It's rude. That's very mean of you. I don't hit you. I don't hit you. I don't do that to you. Okay, I get it. I love you. I love you. So, yeah, people like make me to be a villain out of like everything. And so some days I'm like, you know what? If I'm the villain in some people's story, okay, I'll be your villain. But then other days, I'm just trying to help animals. Why are people beating me down so bad? But I think I am going to make a full video about this because I feel like those of you that are on the live and have seen this and watched the live will understand if you listen to the full story. Like, I feel like we have to take the baby and make it a bottle baby. I feel like we don't really have a choice here. I feel very backed in a corner. My gut is telling me to take the baby. And my gut normally doesn't tell me to take babies because if I wanted to take kittens, I could have taken many upon many kittens and made them bottle babies over the years. But it doesn't... Oh. Ziggy! It doesn't serve me very well to do bottle baby kittens because I have to be up like multiple hours of the night, but it'll be okay. We'll do it. I think I am gonna take the kittens, so I'm gonna have to go get kitten formula and stuff. Hopefully they have miracle nipples at PetSmart, hopefully. But kitten is okay right now. It is in there with its mama, so before I make my final decision, I'll go in there and see if mama is nursing him. But I think even still at that point, I have to let mama out because I would never be able to forgive myself if I knew that there were kittens under there and because of my actions, they passed. Off topic, I love your natural hair color. Oh, LLL, I was gonna go get it cut today and then I'm gonna dye it because I do not like this mousy brown color. I do not one bit. But I also couldn't be bothered to keep up with my roots. I'm also gonna check if he's anemic. Oh my gosh, these animals, this is like, yeah, the mama probably has fleas too. That's why I'm thinking of maybe leaving her in until we get back because I want to be able, I can flea treat her. So maybe leaving her inside until we get back with the flea treatment. But I do think I have to let her out tonight because I do think she has to address those other kittens if there are any. And if they're not, and this is the one-off that she had one kitten and I bottle baby it, then, you know, at least I know at the end of the day I did what I thought was in the best interest for the kitten. And I can live with that at the end of the day because I also wouldn't be able to live with myself if I let it go back outside. She took it back under there and I never saw it again because something happened. So, yeah. We shall see. Oh, you say your sister pays to get her hair dyed my color. It's just a very flat color. It doesn't really suit my skin tone, in my opinion. The dark really suits my skin tone more. I just don't enjoy my mousy brown hair. But yeah, I appreciate the kind comments. But y'all, it is about to pick up raining. I've got to move emus. I've got to move clearly geese back into the pasture. And I'm gonna have to start getting ready to go pick up my mobile grocery order. So thank you all for the advice and being so kind. I appreciate it. I think we've come to the consensus, but I will have a video. I'm gonna video about it tonight, and I'll probably have it go up tomorrow about what I'm doing with this baby, and we're just gonna try to do the best that we can. So it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. We're gonna do this. Thank y'all so much for watching. I love and appreciate y'all so much, and I'll catch y'all next time with another one. Bye, friends. Say bye, Phoebes. Oh, my nose. Say bye.